Hello, little bears. I am having an ice pop. Something I like to have when it's warm. Something that I like to have because of my ME, CFS, because digesting food is hard. But these are easy, and it's a little bit of sugar and a little bit of, you know, to keep me going when I'm not good. So yeah, I'm absolutely exhausted from not yesterday, the day before yesterday, because of Mum's. So tired. Because of Mum's institution. That's the word I'm looking for. And so it was a good day. I filmed a little bit of it, and that will go up soon. I completely ballsed out on yesterday's vlog, being that I literally slept pretty much the entirety of that day, which isn't great, but I was so tired from the day before that I literally just needed to crash. So yeah, brain not functioning. I wanted to go out. We're going to the tip and then to Argos to buy some phones. And then and hopefully a mouse for me. And then yeah. I know. I'm so absolutely bollocks at this when I'm tired. My brain just completely just melts. It just melts. Oh, you're all smudgy. Kitty. Oh, that was a good jump. Oh, it was a good jump, baby. She's like, don't patronize me. So yes, what else can I talk to you about? I can talk to you about that it was a good evening. I'm so gutted I didn't film the bishop's sermon. It was the funniest, most awesomely epic thing ever. He's got such a sense of humour on him. But I didn't film him because obviously putting a camera in a bishop's face while he's preaching, and I was right at the front, because obviously Mum's service, we're all at the front because, you know, we're there, we're like guests and whatever. Anyway, so basically I filmed some of the bits that were mainly, you know, to do with Mum, you know, kind of thing, and you'll see that before this anyway. But there were some bits that went on that obviously I didn't film. And his sermon, he basically, and I've never had a bishop that has not like had a complete dirge of a sermon for a service like that. But he was completely like, he was great, he was amazing. So he starts out with thanking everybody. Like, off the top of his head, he names about, I don't know, probably about 100 different people that he thanks for services and stuff and everything that they've done to doing this service and putting it together, and Mum and everything like that, including people who have come. And it was really impressive. He got, out of all of them, he only got one name wrong, which was amusing but kind of not, which was the reader, Brian, and he called him Martin. and I said to Mum earlier today about it, does that mean his name, his new Christian name is Martin, seems as the bishops renamed him? And she laughed. But out of all the names that he remembered, he did really well. And anyway, so he starts the sermon, and he's like, because they always do a sermon off of the readings that are picked, and Mum picked the readings, and she picked, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He leadeth me do lie down in green pastures. No, that's not that one. It's the Lord is my shepherd. Yeah, no, I think it is that one. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That one. The Vicar of Dibley one, basically. And the second one she picked was quite a well-known, another well-known one, which is if the head says to the foot, you are not needed, or the ear says to the nose, you are not needed, then what part of us will smell or what part of us will walk. It's kind of that. I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to like look it up, and I cannot be asked to do that. But basically the point of it is that as a whole we are, you know, we're what God created. We are solid. We are, you know, we can't get rid of any one bit of our body because it's all useful. There is no part of us that isn't as valued as the next part, you know. In God's eyes, kind of thing. It's very important. He used it as an analogy for the church, kind of thing. So he starts with the shepherd one, and he gives Mum. She's sat down at the front as well, so he's talking and he's doing his sermon. He gives Mum his staff, which is big business, holding a bishop's staff. So that she's sat there with his staff, and he's actually got a ram's horn on the top of it, which was awesome. It was very cool. And then he's like, my cup runneth over. It's part of the line of one of them, I think. And he gets out a really expensive bottle of wine, a 2005 vintage Jacob's Creek. Not cheap, you know. It's not like the cheapest of the cheap box wine or anything. So he opens it and he puts a cup on a plate. And he pours it, and as he's talking and thinking, he's like, and overfills, and it just kind of goes everywhere onto the plate, which was really fun. And then he gives Mum the bottle, and we were half expecting him at the moment. I was like half expecting him to go, "You gotta drink this now," and I was like, but no, he handed her the bottle to hold, and the staff. So she's got the bottle and the staff, and then he pulls out this teddy bear. And I know exactly what he's gonna do because of the second reading. Because he's done the first reading, so he's on to the second reading. Okay, so if the ear doesn't say to the nose or the head says to the foot, that kind of thing. and I know what he's planning to do. I'm just like, oh. And a couple of other people figured it out and other people didn't. But so basically he's like talking about it as the body as a whole with this teddy bear. And then he pulls out a Stanley knife. and he's as he says the thing, he cuts off the bear's, he says the thing, and he cuts off the bear's hand, and he says, and then he says the next bit, which is the head says to the foot, and he cuts off the foot. So there's the bear, maiming the bear, you know, just completely slicing off the hand and the foot. And everybody's like, you know, I'm just laughing at the front because it's funny. And everybody else is horrified. And apart from Sarah, who's at the back, and she's laughing like I am. and he says, he's this maimed bear, and the beads have gone everywhere, and there's stuffing everywhere, and he throws Mum the bear, and says, you know, about the church being a whole, you know, there is no unimportant part of you know, in people who are in the church, so, you know, it's our job as leaders to make sure that it stays whole, otherwise it's broken, you know. And so he gave her the bear and the arms to sew back together, and everybody was horrified. At one point, I thought he was going to cut off the head of the bear, and I was like, "That's a step too far." But no, it was so funny, and I'm so gutted that I didn't get it. But it would have been very extremely awkward of me to have filmed him. Shoving a camera in his face, especially since I didn't ask him permission before the service. I had only kind of gathered that I would film some of Mum's, but it was very good. It was very funny. He was awesome, and he came up and gave us all a good shake on the hand, and he was lovely, and I'm just, yeah, I'm so happy about it. He also poured oil on Mum's head during the service as well. That was funny. So yes. So yeah, it was a good night, and we met up with with a load of other people from Norwich who came down, and from even further back in our past who live nearer here now. So my godparents and some of my godparents. I have lots of godparents, and some others. Martin and the kids, and obviously who's my uncle, and my cousins and stuff, and my aunt. So yeah, it was a good night. It was a really good night. I don't really have much else to say about it other than that it was a really good night, and it's been a long time coming, and I'm so glad. And the wardens came over today to give Mum the handover of everything, so she's got all the work now. Some of the work. They still have more to give her, kind of thing. Which will happen over due course. Certain things need to be dealt with and stuff, with Mum as the new vicar. So yeah, things are looking up, I think. So yes, but I'm very tired, and as much as I'm very happy about Mum and thing, I'm not better, so I still have to rest, and as much as I'd want to go out today, I'm yawning up a storm. And I should probably have a nap. So yeah, my lip hurts. So yes, how are you doing, YouTubians? So yeah. Look at the kitty! Look at her! She's so cute! Oh, let's zoom out of it. It's amazing how much I can talk about stuff, because I've been recording for 11 minutes now. So yes, thank you for watching, YouTubians. I will catch up with you soon. I'm very sorry I didn't vlog yesterday, and I will throw up yesterday's vid and today's vid. So, the day before's vid today, and then this video tomorrow. Oh, it's so confusing. Goodbye, YouTubians!